We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a three-game series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Yu Darvish gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Yu Darvish is what you look at when you're looking for an ace. Big, strong guy, came over from Japan, 95 to 97 miles an hour, all the way back from Tommy John surgery. Has the curveball, the changeup, and the slider. Will throw any pitch at any count. One of the top pitchers of the game, and you'll know early. If he's seeing a lot of swings and misses and strikeouts, it's going to be a long day for those guys swinging the bats.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fouled away. Darvish has registered just under 110 innings on the mound and has a rather inflated ERA, one that won't come down easily. 2 out, nobody on. Hit hard to the right. Foul.
Hey, get your pitch. Stay hot up there.
Here's Darvish on 0-2.
Whoa, that's down.
Darvish is a strikeout master on the mound. It will not be uncommon to see him reach a double-digit strikeout total when he goes out there. He uses that to his advantage in just about every start.
He sure does, Matty B. And I think one of the keys for him is he gets ahead in the count early. You'll know if he's on when he gets strike one, strike two early on, and then he expands the zone, has great command of his pitches, and has a knack for making hitters chase pitches out of the strike zone.
1-2 is the cut fastball, but he holds back 2-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. And another foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Popped up. Rizzo is there for it. And that's the third out. So just the one hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Yankees 1. The Cubs coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Number 16 is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Lou Gehrig.
Let her rip. Let her rip.
First offering on its way. Starts him out with a cutter, and he gets him to swing through it. 1 strike.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-1.
That's a great take right there. Great pitch recognition to let that one go. Opposite-handed, that's coming across the plate. You might think you got a shot to stay inside that one.
Now the 1-1 pitch.
Ball, that's too high. That a boy.
Hasn't seen a heater yet in this at-bat. One might be coming right here.
Bases are empty, 1 man out.
Hey, like a can up there, huh?
There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
Let's go, kid. Come on, one time right here.
2-2 count. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play.
Hey, let's go, kid. One time right here.
And this pitch is swung on and missed, and the AL's leading hitter is set down on strikes, 2 away.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to.
So now it'll be the
right fielder,
4-hole hitter, Lou Gehrig. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First delivery to him on the way. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling any.
Striding into the box, Lou Gehrig. He went deep last time up.
Gehrig.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch and let it rip. Let's go.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Couldn't quite pull that swing back. He went around for strike 1. Here's the pitch.
Ball.
Kimbrel, originally from the state of Alabama. This is his 12th season in the big league, so he's put together a really nice career to this point.
Yeah, Matty, you ain't kidding right there. 10 years, we refer to that in the biz as hitting full pension.
Hey, here we go. You got this.
The 1-1. High and deep to center field.
Get out of here.
Damon
Get out of
ranges back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The next Cub up, Chris
Leading
Bryant.
off for the Cubs.
This guy has been
third
unbelievable.
baseman.
There were billboards
Red.
outside Wrigley while he was still in
Ryan.
AAA. And what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year,
No one out now.
MVP. I mean, get in line.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Right fielder giving chase, but he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning.
No runner, cut it.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here and makes it all the way to third. He might need an oxygen tank, but hey, he made it.
So in now for Chicago,
Up next for the
Ryan
Cubs.
Sandberg, as he'll
The
look to
second
bring home
baseman.
that tying run from second with a
Ryan.
base hit into the outfield.
Sandberg.
Hey, 2 down here.
Comes set, the 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Gehrig will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 runs on 2 base hits, no errors, and 2 left. 8th inning coming up. It's the Yankees 5 and the Cubs 4. So a runner at first now with nobody out, and in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. From the belt, kicks and deals, and it's fouled away. Robertson, playing here in his age 34 season. He's in the midst of his 14th major league season, so I guess you could say baseball has been good to him.
Yeah, and that's the name of the game with this guy. You don't hang around 13 years. I always say this, you show me a good teammate, I'll show you a guy who opens the door every day, and you know exactly what you're getting. The consistency this guy has had can't go unnoticed, and he's had an amazing career.
Hey, I need you right now. Here we go.
Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Tries the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1-2. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Hey, no one better now. Hey, keep it going up there. Clutch up now.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
All right, one time, right here. Big hit right here. Here we go.
To first. And that's through for a hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are two aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Roll. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
First. Right guy, right place. Let's go, baby.
This is on the ground over to first. One there. And the relay won't nearly be in time as he's there easily.
Yeah, that's what you want to do when you're playing on the road. Take it right to the home squad and get a win. Now the pressure is off. If they get one of the next two, the series is theirs.
And this ball game ends at a 9-4 final score. New York blasted 5 home runs en route to victory. Number 16 earns his 12th victory in the ball game. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 9 runs, 14 hits. No errors, they left 15 runners on base. For the Cubs, 4 runs, 7 hits, 1 error, they left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 35 minutes. Tonight's paid attendance at Wrigley Field, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs baseball and remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, it's the second of this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Lou Gehrig, the American League's batting leader, steps into the box coming up next. Fergie Jenkins will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, this guy's been throwing the ball really well. He picked up his 10th win of the year in his last one, and he'd like nothing more than to make it 2 good ones in a row and pick up his win number 11 today.
Batting fourth, the right fielder, number 4, Lou Gehrig.
Stay hot up there. Here we go, kid.
First delivery to him on the way. Fouled off. Jenkins has thrown a little over 150 innings of work so far, with an ERA just under 2.5. That's allowing just over 2 runs per 9 innings of work. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. Gehrig, a 25-year-old, he's a veteran of 19 seasons at the major league level, which is something you don't see very often.
Yeah, he has, Matty, an incredible career, and he's getting into parts unknown as far as seasons played in the 18 years in the big leagues. You'd be hard-pressed to find just your average generic player. When you start hanging around for that long, you're talking the likes.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. So they pick up a run on the solo home run, as that'll give them the lead. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Yankees are out in front, 1-0. Catfish Hunter is on the mound for Game 2. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s, but one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right, and this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
Standing
That's
in,
shortstop.
Ernie Banks. As we take a look there at the difference in his numbers between June and July. Here now the 2-2. Hit the other way out toward right field. Right fielder is on the run. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Bottom of the 3rd now. Coming to the plate now, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Jason Hayward.
No outfield.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. In the air out to right. Right fielder giving chase. He's there and records the first out. Striding in, Lou Gehrig comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Gehrig.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well hit. Deep down the right field line. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball.
Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1.
Hey, this guy's nasty on the mound, and to check swing and not chase that one, puts himself right back in the count.
Looked like he was on that one, but it's 1-2.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
There's a breaking ball, but it's laid off and doesn't find the zone. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Ready for another chance? Lou Gehrig. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
No balls and a strike to count.
Hey, you're pitch. Drive it deep, huh?
Here's the
Here you go.
0-1 pitch.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
Inside, ball one.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Swing, line, drive. That's going to be trouble.
Go hard, go hard, go hard, go hard.
Cano isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down. So they pick up no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Yankees 1 and the Cubs nothing. So coming to the plate, Anthony Rizzo, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
Rizzo.
Hey, 2 hit.
Now Rizzo belts one, carrying well into right field.
Yeah, here we go.
And that'll hit off the ivy out there. Oh, and the throw back in is a wild one. He pulls into third safely as they take the lead with 2 runs scoring on the play. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Digging in to try it again, Ryan Sandberg. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. 6 runs, 9 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Hit the other way out toward right field. He's through first and hustling for second.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go.
Around second. He's on his way to third.
No runner, no runner.
And they're right back in business again. He's in with a triple.
Yeah, first a home run and then a triple.
Digging in and looking for more, Lou Gehrig. Last time through was a base hit.
Yeah, Matty,
Come on,
pressure's
big guy.
off right
See that?
now. He
Drive it right
extended
back
his
up the
hitting
box. Let's
streak
go.
that last plate appearance. Now he gets to get back into his
Ball
zone,
one's the count.
work on his craft, and try and drive
Come on,
something in the
baby,
gap.
get your pitch
And
up
now the
there.
second pitch of the inning will be his 100th of the ball game. Into the corner and slicing foul. Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1.
Well, there's the classic 0-2 wasted fastball. Not even close to the zone. We'll see what he throws on the next pitch.
Last chance for the Yankees. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play.
Be nice and patient. One
Looking
at a time.
for the complete game. Here's the pitch. Fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes.
Nope, at the ball.
Great take right
Here
there,
we
but
go.
the last thing you want to do is be called out on strikes to end the game.
A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hayward on the run, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
8-1 is the final score this afternoon. Chicago rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Fergie Jenkins earns his team-leading 11th win, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors. They left 11 men on base. For the Yankees, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 18 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Chicago Cubs. Lou Gehrig, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Mark Pryor will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Into the box now, Lou Gehrig. He currently sits atop the home run leaderboard and seems to be heating up even more here in the dog days of August.
This guy has been on absolute fire. You get on a run like this, you want to show up to the yard at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock game. This guy is prepared, ready to go, and seeing the ball like it's a beach ball right now.
Well, that's all.
Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Dan, D-Row, the Cubs, as they take the field here this afternoon, they come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Row? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here.
Hey,
losing the first game of this series, winning Game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shout.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1 left for the Yankees. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Walter Johnson is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Yanks. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
And now the center fielder Johnny Damon's in to kick off the home half
Leading
of the
off
first.
for the Cubs, the center fielder, Johnny
Now the 2-1 pitch. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gehrig is there, and he'll bring this one in. So striding forward now, Chris Bryant. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
Baseman, Chris Bryant.
High in the air down the right field line. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And now it'll kick around in the corner.
Nobody, go home.
And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Yeah, everyone knows this guy's been having a great year at the plate, but he's not exactly a gazelle on the bases. But he turns on the Jets here.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Lou Gehrig. He's been sending souvenirs into the seats at a record clip. If he manages to keep on to this pace, he could end the year with over 75 home runs.
And I would love nothing more than to see him do it. This is historic. This is why you pay the price of a ticket. You want to see this guy get his 4 at-bats. Can't tell you how monumental it would be for not only him, but for the game to see him get to 75 home runs.
Close there, but he doesn't get the call with the breaking ball. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Jackson at second. Cano is over at first with 1 away. Ball 2.
Outside.
Let it fly. Let's go right here.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Looks at a fastball low here, and it's full. 3-2. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
You know, one of the big issues is
Swung on and belted. Hayward looks up. Adios, pelota. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. So his remarkable season continues, and with it, they've leapt in front now, 3-1.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Now at the plate, Ernie Banks.
Now batting, the shortstop, Ernie.
4-1's our score
Banks.
here in inning number 3.
One down, one down.
This is skied out toward right.
2, 2, 2.
Gehrig is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. In now, Lou Gehrig,
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
the last at bat, Matty V. We heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And it's fouled away.
Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Swung on and belted. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His second home run of the game, as it's now a 6-run ball game. So we'll take one more look, and boy, he just continues to hit the ball out of the ballpark at an alarming rate. What a year. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Johnny Damon. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Fly ball out toward right field. Gehrig is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Now to the plate, Billy Williams. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
The left fielder.
1 run, 6 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. Pulled high in the air out to right field.
2-2-2.
Gehrig is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone. Digging in now for the Yankees, Lou Gehrig. As we mentioned earlier, he's vying for the league's home run crown, and he certainly helped his cause in this one, adding 2 notches to his homer total so far.
Yeah, I think when he woke up with his morning coffee today, he would have clocked in 2 bombs and been okay with it. This at-bat right here is just gravy for him.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 home.
Ball. That's inside.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya. So a solo shot here to left center field, his 3rd home run of the ball game, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in 1 outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
So that'll bring up Jason Hayward.
Now
He's singled in
right
2
fielder,
trips to the plate thus
Jason
far.
Hayward.
Come on, guys.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Gehrig is under this one as he tucks this one away to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. It's still an 8-1 ball game. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. He'll look to keep it going. 3 for 4 so far in the ball game.
Talk about having a game of a lifetime. In his last at bat, he hit his 3rd home run of the game. You know, walking up to the plate right now, he's thinking about hitting number 4.
Check his swing there, and Dave Lawrence says he held up just enough. Ball 1. Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Hayward has a read on it, and that retires the side. So 2 runs on 1 hit, and the 1 hit was a big one, the home run. We'll move on now to the bottom half of the 7th. Get up and stretch. It's the Yankees 10 and the Cubs 1. And now back to the leadoff spot in the Cubs lineup. Stepping forward, fielder, Johnny Damon. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Damon.
The 1-2. Skied into straightaway right. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out. So he's just a 1/3 of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. Settling in now, Billy Williams. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Hit in the air to right field. Gehrig is there, and he has it for the out. And that'll bring Anthony Rizzo to the plate. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
The first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Go out.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Rizzo. hit in the air to right field. Gehrig is there, and that's not the start to the bottom of the ninth this crowd was hoping for. One away. Cubs are down to their final out now, and
right
that'll
fielder,
bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. The Cubs are down to their final strike here. And he squares up on this one, deep to straightaway right. He brings it in, and the Yankees have taken the rubber match of this three-game set as this ball game is over.
Hey, listen, in baseball, we don't see very many complete games any longer because of pitch counts. But listen, he was good from the first inning through the ninth. Well-deserved complete game victory.
10-1, the final lopsided score in this ball game. New York sent 5 balls over the wall to come out on top in this one. Walter Johnson records his 14th winning decision of the season, turning in a very strong complete game effort. Mark Pryor allowed 7 earned runs to cross the plate in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Yankees, 10 runs on 14 hits, 2 errors with 13 runners left on. For the Cubs, 1 run, 7 hits, no errors. They left 11 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 31 minutes. Our paid attendance at Wrigley Field this afternoon, 41,649. As always, we thank you for your support of Chicago Cubs.